Hey there, everyone. Today, we are diving into a topic that might seem a bit dry at first glance, but trust me, it's a fascinating insight into the world of public transportation and urban planning. We are talking about Montreal's metro system and the aging fleet of MR-73 trains. So, let's start with a bit of context. The MR-73 trains, which were introduced in the 1970s, are now reaching the end of their useful lives. These trains have been workhorses for decades, but they are showing their age, breaking down 11 times more often than the newer ASA trains. It's a clear sign that something needs to be done, and soon. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The Société de Transport de Montréal, STM, has a plan to replace these aging trains, but it's a long-term project. We are talking about a timeline that stretches over a decade and a half. That's a significant amount of time, especially when you consider the urgency of the situation. In the meantime, the STM has a clever temporary solution. They're going to move all the MR-73 trains to the Green Line, which is the second busiest line in the network. This move is necessary because the Blue Line, where these trains are currently running, will be getting an extension, and the control software won't be compatible with the MR-73s. So, it's a strategic shuffle to ensure the trains can keep running, at least for now. But why is this such a big deal? Well, personally, I think it highlights the challenges of maintaining and upgrading public transportation systems. These projects are often complex, involving not just the trains themselves but also the infrastructure and control systems. And let's not forget the financial aspect. Replacing an entire fleet of trains is an incredibly costly endeavor. The STM estimates the cost of this project to be between $8 and $10 billion, which is a staggering amount. Just the initial study phase is expected to cost $46 million. Compare that to the $2.4 billion it took to replace the MR-63 trains with the ASA models, and you get a sense of the scale we are dealing with here. And here's another interesting point. It took 12 years for the first ASA trains to arrive after the initial studies. That's a long time, and it shows just how complex and time-consuming these projects can be. So, when the STM spokesperson says time is of the essence, they're not exaggerating. This situation also raises a deeper question about the role of public transit in our cities. Should we be investing more in maintaining and upgrading our existing systems, or should we be focusing on new, innovative projects like tramways? It's a debate that's happening not just in Montreal but in cities around the world. One thing that immediately stands out to me is the urgency expressed by various stakeholders. The STM chairperson, Aref Salem, has highlighted the need for massive investments to catch up on delayed maintenance projects. And public transit lobby groups like Trajectoire Quebec are calling for this to be the province's top priority. But despite the urgency, progress seems to be slow. The province has been dragging its feet, and even a recent announcement of $6 billion in federal funds for public transit is likely to be spent on other projects. It's a frustrating situation, and it leaves me wondering, what can be done to speed up these essential upgrades? In conclusion, the story of Montreal's MR-73 trains is a fascinating insight into the challenges and complexities of maintaining a modern public transit system. It's a reminder that these projects require careful planning, significant investment, and a long-term vision. And while we wait for the new trains to arrive, we can appreciate the ingenuity of the temporary solution, moving the old trains to the Green Line. So, there you have it, folks. A deep dive into the world of Montreal's metro system. I hope you found it as interesting as I did. Remember, even the most mundane-seeming topics can reveal fascinating insights when you dig a little deeper. Until next time,